Hi, this is Phil Hartman with PH Fabrication, Horton Race Cars. Just wanted to give you guys a weekly shop update. Hope everyone's doing well. So it's been a busy few weeks here at the shop, and I know I've been behind on the shop updates. So I hope you guys are still following me on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you prefer. But we've got a Camaro in the shop, and what we're doing is cutting off the original stock front end, and we add a full tubular front end. Now, we've done the same to the yellow Firebird, but on this car, instead of going with titanium, we're going with a chromoly front end. So you can see we've cut the fender horns off and the frame horns off, shortened everything up, took a lot of weight out, and then we'll replace it with chromoly tubing, and then remount the intercooler. In this car, we're gonna do a removable radiator, which is just basically a pin style radiator mount. This way you can remove the radiator real easy, remove the intercooler real easy, and then basically it makes engine swaps real easy. Everything's out of the way, you don't have to worry about it. But pretty excited to get this car finished up. Like I said last night, we just got everything cut off, everything's prepped. We're making tabs, and we'll start adding the chromoly front end. The funny car, we've still got some tin work to do and finish up getting the body all mounted. Like I said, the body was originally mounted by somebody else, and things weren't quite right, so just got to do a little bit of rubbing on that stuff to get everything to fit like it's supposed to. On the yellow Firebird, we just got the last piece of the puzzle. The stainless steel kit came in for stainless steel headers. So it's a lot of times it's easier to just buy a header kit that is already pre-bent and then just build the headers from there. Saves a lot of time on trying to get the bends and everything else. So I'm sure the box is a bunch of J-bends along with flanges, and we'll be able to start building a set of headers from that. On this car, you can also see it's got the tubular front end. This one is all titanium. Definitely makes a lot more lightweight, but basically the same principle that we'll do on the blue Camaro. Now, we've also got some production work that we've been busy doing. So you can see we've got some bed stakes that we are making for a company. These are pretty much welded up, and just got a little bit more work to do on them. And then back here, we've been busy building roll bar kits for a customer as another production job. You can see we've got definitely tubing everywhere. I know it's a little bit of a mess back here. And then we've got the Ford Lightning that we've been making quite a bit of progress on. Got the front struts mounted, working on the lower strut mounts. Like I said, the upper strut mounts are fully adjustable. So this gives the customer basically 1 inch of travel up or down, just to set the ride height exactly the way he wants. This truck, we've really kind of gone over and beyond when it comes to full adjustability. You can see on the 4-link, you've got unlimited adjustability. Even on the rear shock mounts, everything's fully adjustable, and just really gives us every option possible. One, with different tire size, with it being streetable and raceable, we want to make sure that no matter what tires he runs, what surface he's on, he's got the adjustability. A few things we've done a little bit different. You can see the top frame rail has these bungs welded in it. We got one there, we got one on each side there, along with 4 up in the motor area. So what we've done is we've ran our fire bottle lines through the top frame rail, and our fire bottles will mount back here. This will give us some extra weight over the rear end. And then we've got a set of bungs in place there, so we can feed our fire bottles through the frame rail, and we will put our nozzles wherever the customer wants, but most likely we'll do one on each side, one for the driver, one for the passenger, and then along with 4 nozzles up front. Now, we did 2 extra ports here, and this is just in case down the road we take the passenger seat out, need to add some weight so you can put your fire bottles on the passenger side instead of in the back. So basically these will most likely get plugged unless we find a reason that we need another port. But fire bottles are all ran to the top frame rail. We also ran our catch can or overflow or puke tank system through the top frame rail. So you can see we got the bungs and ports in place in the back. We'll have a puke tank back here, along with, when we get the motor in place, we'll plunge ourselves a hole up here on each frame rail for the blowback. And so we can feed from the valve covers to the top frame rail. And when he launches or driving, the force from the G-forces will push the fluid back into the puke tank. And if not, we will add a drain up front. So that way, ever so often, he can drain the top frame rail. But really keeps the car clean. We're gonna run our brake lines and everything like that through the frame rail also. And that way we don't have to worry about it going up on jack stands, somebody pinching a line. Try to keep everything really clean. Our fuel line with our fuel tank sitting in the back here, we get plumbed, all hard lined, and then probably a soft line through the rocker panels with a bulkhead out the side, just to keep everything clean. You know, in case of an accident, at least the fuel lines are contained in the rocker, and hopefully prevent any fire from inside the cabin. Like I said, there's just a lot of thought that goes into a build like this. And if you're doing a scratch built car, you can really take your time and make things nice. So looking forward to getting more progress done on this truck. It's been a big project, but it's been a lot of fun to work with the customer and work with my guys and get this rolling. Like I said, we're real close to getting it off the jig. Got a few more tabs to put in place, and hopefully within the next 2 weeks we'll have it off the jig. Well, that is it for the weekly shop update. Do want to give a shout out to all the companies that support me: Bailey Industrial, Edwards Ironworkers, Cleveland Punch and Die, Hypotherm Plasma Cutters, Fronius Welders, Racing Junk with your advertising. Like I said, without you guys, it would definitely be a lot harder to do what we were able to do. So I do appreciate your guys' continued support. Also, TMS Titanium for all your titanium needs. Definitely check them out. Well, hope you guys all have a great Labor Day weekend. It is Friday afternoon, and we were going to have a long weekend, so that'll be nice for everybody. So be safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.